Hi guys, I'm Shan. I run the Colored Girls Rock platform. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Facebook's the biggest following, 280,000 people later. But I have partnered up with Nedbank, Simply Biz, and we were doing a series of videos because I'm a marketing manager just on how to market your business, because I don't think all of us realize how important this is, especially my community, because my page is very much a community page. And I find there's a lot of businesses on there, and a lot of businesses started out of, the need to actually have a business, not, the want as much. And it's fine. I mean, that's really a good reason to start a business. But now that we've come through COVID, and a lot of businesses started in COVID, now that we've come through that and we're no longer in survival mode, we need to plan, we need to strategize, we need to see how we can build this thing and create a legacy for our children. And just, who doesn't want a successful business? We all want it to work. And it's the most fun to make your business work. But anyway, so I thought, let me just do my last little video for Nedbank. Let me just say, firstly, please go and register on Simply Biz. It's www.simplybiz.co.za. They are an amazing platform. They allow people to connect. They give such important information. They actually put you in contact with some really good people that can actually help you. I'm one of the influencers that they're using, but there are so many others. And we are not just influencers. We are actually professional people that can actually help you take your business forward. So yeah, please go and register on Simply Biz. Right, let's start with why you should be marketing your company. So I'm going to take an example, a very relevant example in the current sphere of our existence right now. The Stanley Cup. We all want a Stanley Cup, right? But a Stanley Cup is literally $45, right? That is 1,800 Rand at the moment, which is a lot of money, right? But okay, there's dupes for it and whatever else, but let's speak specifically about the Stanley. So Stanley has actually existed for the longest time, and they actually started out being a company that actually made transformers. The owner of Stanley, the owner and founder of Stanley actually made transformers. Then he actually needed something just to keep his coffee warm. So he created a flask as such, which was like, it had double insulation. And he used the same principles he used for the transformers, he actually used to make those flasks. And they were actually aimed at blue-collar workers and, people that were out in the field all day and just needed coffee and stuff like that. So that's who their initial target market was. Pretty recently, like 2019, the Stanley Cup actually blew up. Okay, this is something that was not selling well. Okay, but there's a few reasons why, and I'm actually going to do 2 of these videos now that I'm thinking about it, because I actually want to speak about Crocs as well, but let's go with the Stanley Cup first, right? So what happened was, there's this Instagram page that then started speaking about the Stanley Cup, and they then also sent a Stanley Cup to an influencer, a celebrity influencer. It's one of the ladies from The Bachelorette. And she posted it on her Instagram. In that, the Stanley guys then picked it up and like, oh, okay, cool. They then spoke to the page that actually was selling, the influencer page as such. And they said, okay, you can buy cups directly from us to sell. So these guys came together and they actually came up with the money to buy 5,000 cups. And they sold it within days. So they then were able to then place another order. And that's kind of how the Stanley Cup, the kickoff, really started. But that made the Stanley people realize that they needed to change strategy. They needed to change their target market, because their target market was no longer blue-collar workers. Their target market then changed to influencers. In actual fact, the Stanley Cup today, as it stands today, sells to more women than anything else. That is literally who their biggest clients are right now. They've also got such a clever strategy because they've created such FOMO. They've now made them cuter. They're in pretty colors. They actually partner up and make limited editions. And as we stand now, there's always like 150,000 people on the waiting list for Stanley Cup, because they're limited editions and you can only buy a certain amount. So like if you want to go, you can only buy maybe 1, or you can maybe buy 2. So that's why you see when they actually launch these things, you actually see a huge line outside Target or whoever is actually selling them, because the limited edition will go to Target. So they will then only have X amount of cups to sell, so people start queuing. So yeah, FOMO is a big thing, guys. But getting back to the marketing side of things, the Stanley people are insanely clever. Okay, so a couple of, I think it's 2 or 3 years ago, there was a video that went viral with a car that actually caught fire. The lady had a Stanley Cup in the car, and they then took a video afterwards where the Stanley Cup had, like, it wasn't in great shape, but the ice was still intact. There was still ice in the cup. So this went viral, and the Stanley people jumped on it. They were like, no, besides replacing your cup, we will replace your entire car. That video went viral, and yeah, such is the Stanley situation right now. But what they also did was, and why I said to you I'm going to do the video around Crocs as well, is because the game changer for them was that they hired the CEO of, who had actually, the new CEO, who is, forget his name, Terrence something or the other. That's not very nice, but I really can't remember his name. I'm really bad at names, guys. Anyway, he was the CEO of Crocs, or the guy in charge of Crocs. And I mean, let's face facts, right? To me, I cannot be caught dating Crocs, okay? Crocs offer me the ugliest shoes under the sun, but that's what they used to sell them. They were the ugliest things under the sun, but they were also the most comfortable thing under the sun. So what I'm saying right now is that when you actually have a product that is not selling, you can change your target market. You can find other ways to sell it. You can use influencers to actually sell your product. Use the right influencers though. Make sure that it's an influencer that can actually sell. Like, monitor your ROI. Give them a code and say, okay, no, fine. If you start advertising this thing, obviously pay them. Please don't take advantage of influencers. When you sell, when your people buy from us, they will get a 10% discount if they use your code. So that means that you will be able to measure ROI, your return on investment on an influencer. You'll actually be able to measure that. If you just, if you use an influencer, check your ROI. There's stats, there's analytics. You always want to do those kind of things, and maybe monitor where your marketing spend is going to. But guys, you really do need a marketing budget. I don't know how many times I can actually say this. Marketing is important. You can literally have the best product and the worst marketing and not sell anything. Or you can have the worst product and the best marketing and you will sell tons of stuff. So just step up your marketing. This is literally what runs the world, marketing. Everything you see, if it's pretty, or if you get the information on it, or you see it's useful, you see somebody else, you see recommendations, that is all marketing. You see a TV ad, you hear a radio ad, you hear people just speaking about a product. It's marketing. So yeah, please go and register again, simplybiz.co.za. You get a lot of this information. Like, I'm just one of the people you would get this information from. So yeah, I'm Shan, I'm from Colored Girls Rock, and my next video will be on Crocs, and I will is it not inexplicable that Crocs are so popular? I'm not knocking the Crocs people, right? I know they are super comfortable, I know they have a place, but I really think you want to hear the Crocs story. So follow me, and yeah, watch my next video. It will be about Crocs.